Assalamu alaikum students, welcome back to the channel Mathematics by Lahir Panjwani. So today topic is estimation, and in estimation we will see what are significant figures and how to round off the value to the particular significant figures, and we will solve the past paper question as well. So starting with the significant figures. So significant figures. So what are significant figures? Basically the first digit that are non-zero, which express the size of the numbers. A number, the first number, the number that is non-zero will express the size of the number. So that's what significant mean. For example, I have a number 0.00497. So the first number that non-zero is 4, and this number express the size of that number is known as significant. So we need to understand the basic concept and the rules of the significant figure. So starting with the rule number 1, and please listen to me carefully, the rules are very important. For example, I take 1500. So in this, the significant figures are 2, so I will write 2 significant figures. These 0 will not be counted as a significant figures. These two numbers are counted as a significant figure. The first significant figure is 1 and the second is 5. Now rule number 2, sorry, not second example, we will do the rule number 2 as well. For example, 0.00543. so here I will say 3 significant figures. So rule number 1, it says that the 0 on the right side and 0 on the left side is not considered as a significant figures. So these 3 number are considered as significant figure. Okay, so now rule number 2, what rule number 2 says. So now you can see the example. For example, the number is 105. Now you can see the 0 is between the two numbers that are non-zero. The 0 is between 1 and 5 and they are non-zero numbers. So now I will say this is 3 significant figures. So 0 will be counted as significant figure if it's written between the two numbers that are non-zero. Okay, the rule number 1, you see that the numbers 0 is written on right side and 0 written on left side. They are not between any two numbers, so they are considered as non-significant figures. Now you can see rule number 2, the 0 is written between the two numbers that are non-zero, so this number will be counted as 0 will be also counted as significant figures. Now one more example. For example, I have 1306000. Now how many significant figures we have? We have 4 significant figures. This 3 will not count as a significant figure. We have seen this in the rule number 1, but this 0 will be considered as significant figure because 0 written between the two numbers and that are non-zero. So that's what they are considered as significant figure. One more example. Now the significant figures we have 6. Why 6? Because you can see that this 0 is written between the two number. Don't worry about the decimal point, it will not affect anything. The rule remains the same. The 0 is written between the two number that are 6 and 8, and this 0 also written between the 3 and 6. So that's why these two 0 will also consider as a significant figure. The total significant figure are 6. Okay, now rule number 3, a very interesting rule. You have to remember in rule number 3, unnecessary 0 is significant figures. What does this mean? Now what this mean, unnecessary 0? Now I will give you example of unnecessary 0. For example, number is 0.000578. Now we have done this example in the first rule number 1, and you can clearly say that the significant figures are 3. Okay, you are absolutely right, but there are unnecessary 0 that will not affect the value, but they will counted as a significant figure if it's written on it. For example, if I write here 20, this 20 will not affect this value. Okay, because this is decimal value 0.00578. If you write 20, 30, 70, 80, it will not affect that value. So that's why these two zero are considered as a unnecessary zero and they will be counted as significant figures. So now I will write 5 significant figures. There's 3 numbers and there's these two zero as well. So I hope you are clear. Unnecessary zero mean that will not affect the value. Okay. One more example we will see. For example, if I write 12, so you will clearly say that it's a two significant figures. But if I write point 0, as I told you, unnecessary 0, this point 0 is unnecessary. It will not affect, the value will always remain the 12. This point 0 will not affect. But if it's written like this, then I will say it will be 3 significant figures. I hope you understand the basic concept. One more example. 120400 point 0. Now if if I haven't write point 0, then you can say that it's a fourth significant figure. But due to this unnecessary 0, because this 0 will not affect the value will remain the same. Because of this unnecessary 0, now all will be considered as significant figures. Total I have 7 significant figures. So I hope the rules are clear to you, because if rules are not clear to you, then it will be difficult for you to understand the past paper question. So I hope everything is clear to you. Still, if you have any confusion, you can just comment me. I will try to answer you as soon as possible. Now we'll see some round off. Now the question is, I have to round off the value to the one significant figure. For example, the value is 7.8. Now I need to round off that value to the one significant figure. So the first significant figure, because I have to make a first one significant figure, the first significant figure is 7. After that number, after the significant number, I have 8. If the number is bigger or equal to 5, then just add 1. If the number is lesser than 5, then do nothing. What does this mean, do nothing? I will tell you. So right now the number is 8. After the first, the question is we have to convert into first significant figure, and the first significant number is 7. So after 7 I have a number that is 8 and that is bigger than 5. So I will add 1. So 7 plus 1 will become 8, and you don't need to write this number. This will be your final answer, because if you write here 0, because we need to write 0 if required. So if you write point 0, so this point 0 is considered unnecessary 0 and it will become two significant figure. So we need to make one significant figure, so you don't need to write point 0. So your final answer will be 8. Now we will see one more example. For the number 18, for example, I have 18. Now I have to make a one significant figure, so the first number or first significant figure is 1. After 1 I have 8. Again you can see that we the number is bigger than 5, so I will add 1. This will become 2. Now I will write 0. Now there are some confusion to the student why I haven't write 0 in the first example and why I write 0 in the second example. Now you clearly the rules are very important. As I told you, if you don't understand the rule, then it will be very difficult to understand the concept. Now in the rule number 1, the value is given in a decimal point, 7.8. okay, so when as I see the 8 is bigger than 5, so I add 1. This 7 become 8. And if I write point 0, so that point 0 is unnecessary, it's not required. Okay, it's not required in this, the value will not affected. But if I write point 0, so the significant figure will become two significant figure. But in the second, when I add 1, this will become 2. So I will write 0 here. I will cancel that number and it will become 0. I will write 0 here because this will not affect the value. It's again still remain the one significant figure. Okay, this still remain the one significant figure. Rule number 1, you can see that this 1500, this two numbers are considered as a significant figure. This 0 is not considered. Okay, so the round off mean the values are near to each other. It doesn't mean you will write just 2. Round off of 18 will not be 2, it will be 20. Okay, and we need to make a one significant figure, that's why we write 20. Okay, So everything is clear. Now we will see one more example, then we will do one more question, and then we will do the past paper question. For example, 3.65 I have. The first number is 3, and after 3 I have 6. That is bigger than 5, so I will add 1. So this will become 4. As I told you, this is decimal number, so you don't need to write 0 here. 0.00, don't write this. So your final answer will be 4, because I need to make a one significant figure. For example, the question is you have to make a three significant figure, so then you can write 0.00. Okay. 1170, for example, the number is this. Now after one first significant figure I have 1, that is lesser than 5. When the number is lesser than 5, I told you do nothing mean, you just need to write 0 here. That's it. This become your one significant figure. You don't need to add, you just write the significant figure assertively and then write the zeros. Okay. Now round off to the two significant figure. So for example, the value is 1 2 3 4 5, for example. So right now the question is two significant. The second significant figure is 2. So after 2 I have 3, that is lesser than 5. So I will write this two significant figure assertively, because I don't need to add anything, and then I will write 0 here. So this will be my final answer. Okay. Now one more example. 0.005 0.00579 Okay. Now the second significant figure is 7. You can see that after 7 we have 9, that is bigger than 5, so I have to add 1. So I will write 0.0058. I will not write double 0 here, as I told you these are unnecessary 0. So remember the rule number 3, unnecessary 0 are counted as significant figures, and we need just two significant figures, so this will be our final answer. So that's it. I hope everything is clear, the concept is clear to you. Now we will solve the past paper question. Now we will solve the past paper related to estimation, and as I told you, these all questions are from the recent past paper questions. So starting with the question number 1. So question 1 we have, by writing each number correct to one significant figure and calculate an estimate for the value. So basically first we need to write each number as a one significant figure, and then we need to estimate the value. So first thing, we have done the basic concept how we can convert the number into significant figures. If we need to convert into two significant figures, one significant figures. So the question, these questions come in non-calculator paper. So starting with this question, now the first number is 3.1. we need to convert this into one significant 3.1, one significant figure. So the one significant figure is 3. After 3 we have value 1, doesn't matter about decimal. After first significant figure we have a value 1, that is lesser than 5. When the number is lesser than 5, then we don't need to do anything, so I will write it will become 3. Okay. Now 26.7. Now the first significant figure is 2. After 2 I have a number 6. 6 is basically a bigger than 5, so when the number is bigger than 5, then we need to add 1. So this will become 3, this will become 0. Decimal point and 0, I don't need to write this thing, because as I told you, unnecessary 0 will be counted as a significant figure. So now this will become 30, and this is a value we got in the numerator. Now about denominator, 6.9. One significant figure is 6. After 6 I have a 9. 9 is bigger than 5, so I will add 1, so this will become 7. So I will write 7 here, minus 2.3. First significant figure is 2. After 2 I have 3, that is lesser than 5, so I will just write 2. So as you see, the decimal point, after decimal point we will not write 0, because that's counted as an unnecessary zeros, and it will be counted as significant figures. We see the basic concept. I hope you are clear with this basic concept. Now we need to solve this one. 3 multiplied by 30 will be 90, and 5 minus 7 minus 2 will be 5, Now we will solve simply. 5 ones are 5 ones are, and 4 will be carry out, so 5 18s are. So the final answer we got 18. So the estimated value we got 18. So I hope everything is clear. Now moving towards the next question. Again same type of question, but you can see that there is a root as well. By writing each number correct to one significant figure, estimate the value. Again we need to write down the first significant figure and then estimate the value. So first we will solve this. 2.87, the first significant figure is 2. After 2 we have 8, so I have to plus 1 here. So this will become 3. As I told you, decimal point and 0 will not be written because it will be counted as a significant figures. Now how to solve this root? Don't worry about this root. The number is 396.3. So first significant figure is 3, and after 3 I have 9. That is bigger than 5. So this means that it will be plus 1. So it will become 4, and these two will become 0. So this will become root 400, and root 400 basically a square of 20. Now we will solve the 1.92. 1.92. The first significant figure is 1, and after that we have a number 9 that is bigger than 5, so I will add 1, so it will become 2. So 2 square. Now so 400 basically a square of 20, so I will write 20, and 2 square is 4. So now we just need to cancel out. 4 1s are 4 5s are 5 3s are 15. So the final estimated value of this question is 15. Now again the same process. By writing each number correct to one significant figure, estimate the value. So same type of question, mostly repeating, just the values will be changing. So I hope if you know the basic concept of significant, then these questions are very easy. And as I told you, this topic come mostly in paper 2. You can see this question come in paper 2. Now so the first significant figure of this will be 5. Okay, now this will become 4. I hope you know how I am doing this. I am doing it directly because we have seen how to do this, and we also seen the basic concept of that. Now what about this? Again the first significant figure is 8. After it I have 7, so it will be plus 1. This will become 9 and double 0. So 5 plus 4 will become 9, and 900 is square of 30, so I will write 30. Now we can cancel out. If 3 3s are 3 10s are, so 3 upon 10. So 3 upon 10 we got. So this will be our final answer, estimated value, or we can solve it more like this. So 0.10 3s are 30. So simple, the final answer 0.3. This will be the estimated value. Now next question. Again same type of question. This question is homework for you. Try this question. So next question we have, write 306.248. Now the first part is correct to two decimal place. Two decimal place mean after decimal they need two numbers only. Okay, three decimal place mean they need after decimal three numbers only. Okay, so now 306.248, two decimal place mean this is the second decimal place. So after second decimal place a number is 8. The concept is very similar to what we are doing in the significant figure. So after second decimal place the number I have 8 that is bigger than 5, so I will add 1. So this will become 306.25. This will be the final answer. Now correct to two significant figures. So if we talk about significant figures, so the second significant figure is this 0. So after 0 I have a number 6 that is bigger than 5, so I will add 1. So this will become 3 1 because I added 1, and this 6 will become 0. I will not write decimal point in 0 0 because it will be counted as a unnecessary 0 in significant figures. So the final answer will be 310. This will be the final answer. 310. This is the final answer. I hope everything is clear in this question, no confusion. Now moving towards part B. By writing each number to correct to one significant figure, estimate the value. So we need to make a one significant figure. So as you see there is a 9, the first significant figure. After 9 we have 3 that is lesser than 5, so it will become 9. It will remain 9. So now we need to solve this. This is a cube. So 1046, the first significant figure is 1, and after 1 is a 0. So when the value is lesser than 5, so nothing will be changed. So we have 1000. So what we have? 1000. So cube of 1000 is 10, and a square of 9 is 81. So 81 minus 10, so the estimate value will be 71. So I hope everything is clear in this question. There is no confusion. Okay, one more question. By writing each number correct to one significant figure, estimate the value of this. Again, we need to make a one correct to one significant and estimate the value. So the first, we have 4 significant. After 4 I have 7, that is bigger than 5, so I will add 1. So this will become 50, plus after first significant figure I have 6, that is also bigger than 5, so we will add 1, so this will become 40. In denominator, when we solve this will become 60 plus so it will become 20. Sorry, this is not add, this is division or divide. We need to divide this value. 60 divided by 20. Okay, because the first significant figure is 1. After 1 I have 7, so I will add 1, this will become 20. And after first significant there is a 4. 4 basically is lesser than 5, so this will become 60. So 60 divided by 20 will first we will solve numerator, that 40 plus 50 will be 90, and you can see 60 divided by 20, 0 0 cancel out, 2 ones are 2 3s are, so it will give us 3, 3 ones are 3 3s are, so the final answer will be 30. So I hope everything is clear in this question. Okay, we have, okay, this question is homework for you. Try this one now. This is the last two question we have now. Write 0.00203561 to correct to 3 significant figures. Now we need to identify 3 significant figures. So third significant figure I have in this part is this. Okay, so this is basically a 3 significant figures. So we need to make this into 3 significant figures. So what we need to do, so right now the number I have is 5. We see what we need to do. If the number is bigger than 5, we add 1. Okay, if the number is lesser than, then we do nothing with that. Okay, then we do nothing with that. So now what we need to do, if the number is written is basically a 5 after the third significant figure, the number is 5. So what I need to do right now, so the question will become, so again you just need to add 1. Remember that when the number is bigger than and equal to 5, just add 1. So this will become 0.00204. So this will be your final answer as a 3 significant figure. I hope everything is clear. There is no confusion in this question. So remember that when the number is bigger than or equal to 5, just add 1. When the number is lesser than 5, just leave that number and write 0 before the decimal, because after decimal if you write zeros, that will be considered unnecessary 0 and will be counted as significant figures. Now we have last part, then we will end the class. By writing each number correct to one significant figure, estimate the value of, again the same process. You can see that this will become 4, this will become 60, and this value will become 0. The first significant figure is 4. After 4 I have 2 that is lesser than, so this will become 0.4. okay, this will become 0.4. Now root 4 is 2, multiply by 60, multiply by divided by 0.4. So 2 multiplied by 60 will give us 120, and divided by 0.4. Okay, so now I need to remove the decimal point. So what I need to do, I just need to multiply these both value by 10. As I told you previously as well, I already made a video related to decimal points and how to solve the decimal numbers. So this will become 1200 and this will become 4, so divided by 4, 4 ones are 4 threes are, so this will become, the final answer will be 300. The estimated value we will get 300. So I hope there is no confusion in this concept. If still you have any question or any query, you can just comment me related to this significant figure, or if you have any confusion in any topic, any question you are solving and you face difficulties, you will get my Gmail address from the description. Just mail that question with your name and your YouTube ID, then inshallah I will make a separate video of for that question solution. Okay, everything is clear. Allah Hafiz.